Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how you make a 100 Gecs type beat. This is going to be part 1 of 2 parts, I believe, of a tutorial on how you make a Kralc style 100 Gecs type beat. When creating a beat like this, when you're creating this style in specific, you're going to want to start off with some massive sub synth bass that hits really hard. Now for this you can download ones. I'll try provide one in the link in the description of this video, but you're just going to want to make it hit really hard, and I custom made one in ES2, which is a synthesizer in Logic, and this is what it sounds like. So the first thing I did was I made a synth, or I made a bass line, I guess you could call it, and I added higher notes above the notes that I laid down, and I kept it really simple, and I cut it out everywhere where the snare's gonna hit. Now this is really important because you want to have the whole beat completely die down before it comes back in. And yeah, so I think every second bar or something like that, I made it slide up and then stop. The next thing I did is I added another synth to layer over the top of this, and I didn't want the synth to clash with it, so I EQ'd it out a bit, and I got rid of all the reverb, all the release, which is really important because you don't want to have really much reverb and you want to be able to hear that snare hit. So I got rid of the delay and stuff like that. Then I added another synth over the top of this, which again, I got rid of all the release, the reverb, delay, and this is just some synth that is on Logic. I didn't really do much to change this synth, but it sounded really cool. As you layer them together, they start to sound like this. And then something else that I like doing, this is just a really standard type Gec beat that I made, but something else that I like to do is add a guitar and make it really distorted. So I added this hard rock guitar from Logic, and I added a pedal board distortion on it, and this is what it sounds like. So this is what all the instruments sound like together for the synth bass and the lead. The next thing I added was a hard-hitting kick, which I got from the Dylan Brady jump pack, which if you're starting off making 100 Gec type beats, it's a really good jump pack to have because it has a lot of the sounds, and the sounds when you're making the beats are very important. So I chose this hard-hitting kick. And I layered it with this other kick. Then I layered it with this custom gunshot sound, which I pitched down. I got rid of some of the low ends, and I also made it a bit slower just so it would go well together. And now if we layer it over the top with the synth bass and all the leads, this is what it sounds like. Okay, the next thing I did was add the snare. Now when you're making the snare, you're going to want to make it very unique and different and hit really hard. Okay, so I layered 3 different snares together, and this is what they sound like. The next thing I did was I added a regular kick, which I got from an wrld cinematic drum pack or cymatics drum pack, and you're just going to want to have this be more of a normal kick that isn't just that. I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, this is what it sounds like. I added hi-hats, and again I cut out the hi-hats a lot of the time when the snares came in. And this is what all the drums sound like together. The next thing I added was a riser, an impact, and another impact. And if you layer them all together, they sound like this. And this is what the whole beat sounds like together.